are you? Yo, what's good, Summer Gang? Welcome back to another video, bro. To a Boondocks spiritual, logical, and social breakdown. With your host, Shawnsama. What's good? How are y'all doing, bro? How's your day? Hope it was well. Hope it, if it was good, if it was bad, if it was melancholy, all praises. And I pray that you continue to have good days. Anyways, bro, we're gonna get back into this series. I know some of y'all was probably like, bro, like what happened to this? I didn't feel led to do it. And I'm trying to get back into the gears of doing it too. And it might be a shorter one, and it might be a more short and sweet and simple one. Your boy don't always have the answers, but I like to kind of, if I have insight or if I have a understanding or if I have a thought or just putting out thoughts about it, I like to expound and share with y'all in these type of videos. And I like Boondocks, and I like the deeper meanings to it. So I was supposed to do like 3 of these for Black History Month, but bro, my February was cooked. Your boy had a lot going on. But look, y'all, we're getting more consistent, bro. We're the ball is rolling as far as content, streaming, my art. So all praise to the Most High that I'm able to do all these things through Him, Christ who strengthens me. So all praises that I'm learning how to juggle all these things, bro. And yeah, I'm just happy to be consistent on YouTube, and I'm happy to to grow with y'all, because I know I'm like I don't want to make them feel like I'm leaving y'all. It's just I got a lot of things going on outside of my personal life too. But yeah, I'm good. Sean's good. But I love y'all, bro. Without further ado, let's get into it, bro.
I'm not a prophet, but sometimes I have prophetic dreams, like the one where I was at a garden party. Excuse me, everyone, I have a brief announcement to make. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time, and good night. No! That can't be true!
Y'all be having crazy dreams like this too? I do too.
That dream where you made the white people riot, weren't you?
But I was telling the truth.
How many times have I told you you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth? You understand me? Shoot, making white people riot. You better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.
Okay, Acts 2nd chapter verse 17 says, "In the last days it shall be, God declares, that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and young men shall see visions, and old men shall dream dreams." Huey, so like it says in Acts, we will begin to have visions and prophesying things of these natures. And as you see, that's something so prevalent in what Aaron Magruder has put in the season, where Huey says he has dreams and he dreams visions, and he sees things, like that are coming to pass. And a lot of times I think Huey has to come to the grips of whether it happens. A lot of times when the Most High has, since the messenger has a dream, or when you get a warning or something, it may be for you. Sometimes all you can do as a messenger is tell somebody, and at the end of the day, they gotta do what they're gonna do with that information. Whether if they turn from their ways and repent, or however that person takes it, is just like, hey bro, I'm hearing that these people are about to shoot up this place. I don't think we should go. Oh, bro, we still gonna go. And it's unfortunate, that people don't always listen and take heed to wisdom. And that's the sad part. But for Huey's peace of mind, he has to dust it off his feet. As long as you give out those messages and say, yeah, it's cool, it's whatever, or you say what you're supposed to say and you keep it pushing, because a lot of times you can't want it so bad for other people. And as you see, Huey is a martyr in this season, and don't get me wrong, Huey be spitting that real, but at the same time Huey has become a martyr. He's a martyr and he doesn't have peace.
What the hell?
Boys!
Would one of y'all like to explain this?
You mean the orange juice or the mini skirt?
Which one of y'all drank the last glass of orange juice? That's the last food they supply of vitamin C. What am I supposed to do about my vitamin C now? Y'all need to start appreciating your granddaddy. I went and spent your inheritance on this beautiful house in this neighborhood. And all I ask you to do is act like you got some class.
Hey,
learn some
what's
manners.
class?
And this is the
It
things I
means
get.
don't act like niggas.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. We don't use the N-word in this house.
Granddad, you said the word nigga 46 times yesterday. I counted.
Nigga, hush. Did
He
you
said
know
a
that
new
the
white man? That's
white
crazy,
man
bro.
loves gourmet cheese?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say cheese?
Yep, cheese. You give the meanest white man a piece of cheese and he turn into Mr. Rogers.
Granddad, that doesn't make sense.
Don't you talk back to me, boy.
Granddad, you can't tame the white supremacist power structure with cheese.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
Granddad obviously has Stockholm syndrome, where he seeks to please men. Pause. He seeks to please the approval of men because he thinks there's no better. What Granddad has to learn and remember that we are in the black people are in the land of day captivity, bro. Respectfully, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 55th. America is not the home of us, bro. And obviously they said we were brought on slave ships. So that's one thing Granddad has to remember. And that's one thing Huey keeps in mind. But Huey has to keep his peace and things of that nature. And Granddad is very, very much hard to live with, bro. Man, imagine living with Granddad, bro. But anyways, like, Granddad gotta remember where he came from. And he has to, some people like don't like to face the reality of things or face their feelings of what happened. And Granddad, and that's the one thing Granddad struggles with, is like the whole segregation and how he was there when racism was at an all-time high. He has to be okay and face those feelings and be like, yeah, dang, that did happen, and believe that there is better on the other side. And a lot of people don't believe that there's better on the other side because of how bad they got treated. And it's like, if I don't have this, if I don't have nobody, and I don't have oh dang, like what happens if I leave? But like if I leave, what's gonna happen? And people like familiarity, but breaking chains and breaking familiarity is so powerful, you know. And we have to continue to strive and believe and think that, because trust me, moving or ushering into something that is unknown, bro, is scary. But one thing I have to remember, and to continue to remember, and anybody does, where it said First Joshua in 9, I think, where it says, "Be strong and courageous, because I've given you the land of the Canaanites and you know, etc." But we have to remember that the Most High is with us, and He's not going to forsake us if you are a believer, you know. But in any situation, if you want better for yourself, bro, don't be afraid of the unknown, because He's with you, bro. Don't be anxious for nothing, because it's going to get better.
I know about white people too. Like when they talk, they say the
whole word like this.
Why'd he even move us out here? Probably did it just to make us miserable. And white people take time out to study.
This nigga Riley yapping, bro. This beat is tough.
Looks like the Fed.
Who the hell could be knocking on this door this early in the morning? If it's a Jehovah's Witness, I'm kicking his ass.
He said if it's Jehovah's Witness, I'm kicking his ass.
Looking for Robert Freeman.
I ain't gonna say nothing,
Robert
but
Freeman.
I ain't gonna say that, but bro, yeah, hey, Jehovah and his people, bro, they become, I be tiptoeing around my house, bro, because I be peeping. There was one like not too long ago, and I seen him. I was like, it was two black sisters, some elders, and I was just like looking, Cause I heard them, I heard them, and my parents. I went to my parents' room because they have a window and they can see like you can see the front. And I was just looking. I was like, you just see him go door to door, and I see Unc in the back, like near the street, like writing down. I know he finna come back, bro. I know he finna come back. Bro was taking notes right after he knocked. He do. He didn't answer. We gonna keep him in the prayer.
Onceler from Onceler Savings and Loan.
So?
I own the bank that owns your house.
Oh, well, come in, sir. Welcome to your house.
And I still live here. I consider this place to be family. And I'm very select.
And the one thing, hold on, my fault. And the one thing we have to keep in mind, one thing we have to keep in mind where it says 1 Kings 8, and this totally sounds like us. It says, if they sin against you, for there is no one who does not sin, and you are angry with them and give them to an enemy, so they are carried away captive to a land of the enemy, far off or near. Yet if they turn their heart in the land to which they have been carried captive, repent and plead with you in the land of their captors, saying, we have sinned and have acted perversely and wickedly. And you see that today. We are so stubborn and stiff-necked. We be arguing with each other, bro. We always, it's black on black crime is high, bro. And all we have to do is repent and have forgiveness in our heart, bro, towards others, and forgive and ask for forgiveness to the Most High. But we will never get past that because we're so caught up in ourselves, and we want to do so much other things, and it's like, bro, we never want to do what it's supposed to be right. It's like people be like, oh, why does this happen? Why did this happen? But it's like instead of because automatically people want to go and look and put the blame on somebody, but it's like, okay, but look within, look within first. Look what you have done. Why did we get here? And unfortunately, bro, like, as I can't do nothing, bro. I was born in America. Our ancestors was brought here, but like it says, we have transgressed and we have sinned, so we are in this predicament. So we must always look back and see what we have done first before anything. Accountability doesn't always like feel good, but you have to.
Would you like some cheese?
Cheese?
Did you just
say me cheese?
Yes, I did.
Y'all watched this like a few times, bro, because I wanted to make sure I'm knowing what I'm saying.
Riley, go get the fancy cheese.
I'd like to ask some questions, if you don't mind. Are you gay?
And as you see, Granddad seeks the approval of Ed Onceler, and then eventually it backfires. I'm looking at my notes, and it backfires later in the series, and everything, and he takes everything that Granddad has, and it's like Granddad, he thinks he's okay with having, little, but it's like you put your trust into man, and it makes you, it doesn't make you old. It doesn't make you happy. At the end of the day, you are being used and you are being abused. And that's something that Granddad has to understand. Like, you dude, you think it's like a dog going back to his vomit. It's like and it's so sad. I feel bad for people who have been abused because they're so used to the abusers, and they're so used to a familiarity that they don't always see, or they don't always believe there's better. And Granddad has to believe that there's better.
Hey, and if so, do you have a gay lover living with you in the house?
Gay? No, I'm not gay. I mean, I happen to think a man looks nice with good hair and a ponytail, but no, I'm not gay.
What's your position on gay marriage?
Well, first of all, I believe all marriage is wrong.
Good one, good. You don't look like you associate with any Muslims, Arabs, people of terrorist descent.
This nigga talking crazy.
Well?
We got crab and we got Velveeta.
Mr. I own everything. We should get together soon and have more cheese. Like a nice brie or a Gouda, Gator Gouda.
Gouda, get the Gouda.
Like that guy, Freeman. Old school. What are you doing tomorrow? We're throwing a garden party for my grandson.
Old school is crazy.
He just got back from Iraq. You should stop by, meet some of the neighbors. Bring the kids.
Sounds like a splendid idea. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers. Huey!
How Huey feels should be validated by Granddad, but he won't get that from Granddad because Granddad hasn't been validated. Granddad hasn't dealt with what he has dealt with, you know. There's a scripture where it talks about like, you know, like how can, you know, you help others when, you know, you have to get that speck out of your eye. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. It says, you hypocrite, first take the log out of your eye, then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. And it says, how can you, Luke chapter 6 verse 4, how can you say to your brother, let me take out the speck that is in your eye when yourself do not see the log that is. And a lot of times, bro, and there's a manner of judging righteously, bro. And first, you always have to self-examine, bro. When I talk about these two, bro, I try my best because I never want to be a hypocrite, bro. So it's like Granddad, it's like Granddad has to understand too, where it's like, Granddad, you are not all high and mighty, and you know he's acting very much self-righteous, but it's like, Granddad, you have to take care of yourself and take that speck, that log out of your eye before you can take the speck out of Huey's eye. And we must, so we can judge righteously, so we can do it with love. You know, judging is needed, bro, because if there was no judging, how will we know what's wrong and what's right? So I know people don't always like it, but judging is needed. And also how Huey's reacting is not right, because it says the vengeance is mine. When it comes to the Lord, it's the Lord's, and we can't go railing for railing. And the Most High, sometimes blood doesn't always need to be shed, you know. The Most High, the vengeance is his, and he's like, I'm gonna take care of it, because he said he's not only a God of war, but he's a father, and he wants to take care of it. And we always want to get our get back so quick and things of that nature. But it's like, he's like, hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm putting it in my hands. I still need you to be gracious and merciful, you know, because at the end of the day, what that person did to you is their reward. And at the end of the day, they have to suffer that thing with patience. So never go railing for railing. And it said in Romans, the 12th chapter, verse 19 and 21 through 21, beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, says the Lord. To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed them. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by so doing, you will heap burning coals on their head, and do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And it's like we talked about this with Stink Meter and Ruckus. When Huey brought peace upon the situation, he got them to bond over hating niggas, which is crazy. But where peace lies, the enemy can't lie, and that's crazy. I'm not saying if somebody hits you, you hit back. But as far as when it comes to racism, going back with racism on racism is never going to solve the situation. The Most High wants to keep your name good and have you be good. It's like Christ. Christ said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do, bro. And that's powerful, because he was getting stoned. Think about it. He was getting stoned, beat to death. And he said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. Remember that. It is tough to always want to be like, I want to beat that nigga's ASS. But bro, you have, my fault, I shouldn't be talking like that, but you have I know it is so tough. It's so tough, but you're so much stronger when you're like, hey, I love you, and that person did you wrong. So trust me, but it's so much more better when you love somebody who hates you. That's so powerful. So with that being said, bro, if you can live peaceful with all men and peaceful with women, anybody, be peaceful. It talks about how he sets a table among you in the midst of your enemies. And I bet you he's going to put you in the head, the Most High is the head of that table, but he's not going to have you forsaken. He's going to show you how to move and operate. Genesis 4:15. Then the Lord said to him, not so. If anyone kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest any who found him should attack him. So basically, there is a doubt. Like, if you take things in your certain hands, you are no better than that person. So yes, if you try to take it into your hands, and it's going to get so ugly. Cain killed Abel, and it was not right. And the Most High had a punishment for Cain. But if anybody was like, oh, let's go kill Cain because he killed Abel, they would have got in trouble for it. So be careful. Be careful, bro. Sometimes railing for railing is not always a good thing, bro. Getting get back is not always the best thing to do, because at the end of the day, that's disturbing your peace and that's bringing you out of your character. Bro, did y'all see that, bro? That's gonna be a whole segment, bro. They cooked me.
Can I have my
Let me lock back in, bro. Oh my gosh.
A garden party? Yeah,
Boy!
I might go buy some sandals and new underwear.
Oh, you shot me! Granddad tried to assassinate me!
Boy, what did I tell you? This is the new white man. He's distinguished.
Granddad, I cannot sip tea with the enemy. You can force me to go, but you cannot force me to be someone I'm not.
The hell I can't. You're gonna go, and you're not gonna embarrass me in front of my new neighbors, or I'm gonna beat your ass.
Why can't we be ourselves, huh? Why can't I be me? Are you ashamed of us?
Very. We never asked for us to be attacked by dogs and fire hoses so you can live here, but we did it anyway.
Here he go again with the dogs and the fire hoses.
We were attacked by dogs and fire hoses.
Were you attacked?
I don't know what difference that makes.
Because it's like the whole generation tries to take credit for what happened to some people.
That's ridiculous. Now, see, well, what had happened was...
Let's talk about this because I feel like this is very much like not talked about. So there's a difference between being there and experience something. You can know of something and be in something, but not have experienced something. You can be so much of what you can be aware of something, but then you cannot have experience, if that makes sense. It's just like it says, many are called, but few are chosen. Granddad has experiences, or Granddad has been there, but he didn't experience the fire hoses, the dogs, the beatings, the things of that nature. He may have seen it, but he wasn't on the side of getting beat. He wasn't on the side of taking, getting water hose and cop sticks and things of that nature. So when he has to have empathy, and he has to understand where his brothers and sisters' pain comes from, and where even his pain comes from. A lot of black men, a lot of us in the black community don't really go back in our minds and deal with what we deal with, and then other things rule our spirit, and we are so fearful where it hinders us to take a next step or to be still and stuck in our ways. Granddad has to validate them, as you'll see, where they'll press him about it and they'll be like, bro, but you weren't here. Like, you didn't experience what you've been around, brother, but you didn't go with what we went through. It's just like somebody on the football team. No offense to nobody. It's just like how there's bench warmers who watching, who were there, but and have a level of experience, but to be in the heat of the battle and to be sore after the games and to take the loss and to get in, they don't know that experience, But there's also that difference. Take Granddad in this instance is like a bench warmer, bro, where he's on the sidelines, he's not in the smoke. But when you can when you're in the smoke, you have experience and you have a wisdom of something, and you have an understanding of something that has happened, and he didn't have that.
Oh man, missed it. Was it bad? Did they do the thing with the fire hoses?
What do you think, chump?
Damn, what's eating you?
A goddamn German Shepherd. That's
This
what he-
nigga.
Where was you?
I had to go back to the apartment because I forgot my raincoat.
You went to you. This nigga went to get a motherfucking raincoat.
I can't believe you.
We all been watching the same news. The police been doing this fire hose thing all week. I just assumed we'd all wear our raincoat.
Damn it, Robert. Who the hell shows up to a march with a raincoat?
Bet you wish you had your raincoat right now.
You son of a bitch.
Remember what that bitch said?
See,
Who actually got hit with the fire hose ain't important. Now we're going to this party and your black asses are gonna behave. If I'm lucky, I'll find myself a nice white woman with a flat booty who will listen to my problems.
oh my God.
Excuse me, out of the way, Kunta Kinte. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Excuse me?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Security. We got a cold black. Cold black is
Cold
the
black
main
is
gate.
crazy.
Ruckus, what the hell is a code black?
There's some hungry-looking niggas at the front gate. What y'all doing here? Deliveries are in the back.
Well, my name is Robert Freeman. I was invited here by Ed Wansler.
Well, I'm Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus. No relation.
No
and
relation.
I'm waiting for Mr. Wansler. And you slick niggas ain't gonna fast talk your way into this
Slick
empire.
niggas is crazy.
What the hell are you doing? Mr. Freeman, I'm sorry, please.
Okay. And obviously, you always have that one black person who sells out. Totally. And as you see, Ruckus is like a Judas. Granddad is a few steps from being a Ruckus. Little does he know it. That's a, and it's just like the movie when Judas and the Black Messiah. People, and it's such like I guess a self, like, I don't know. It's a spirit of like self-hate. And it's so interesting because we tend to sell out and we tend to give in, we tend to give into things that we're not supposed to give into, whether it's money, whether it's, cars, whatever. And a lot of times we sell out for so many things as the black community that we forget where we come from, and we forget to stand for the righteous morals just the right things in general. It's just like even with R. Kelly, P. Diddy, like people are still bumping R. Kelly's music to this day, but he's a predator, and things of that nature. We are so desensitized and we are so like Judas, like where we're willing to sell out a cause, or we're willing to sell out each other for whether for anything, I guess, whatever they want for it, whether it's status, money, women, cars, I don't know, etc.
Come this way.
See, boys? And you thought we'd be the only black people.
And see, at first, like Granddad's like blind to, and it's like, bro, he literally just like kind of like it's on you, bro, and it's like he don't care for you, and it's unfortunate because like, dang, that's my brother, and we're like, you're just like me, and you don't care for what for us or the cause. And it is a scripture, it talks about, hold on, Romans chapter 9 verse 6 says, but it is not as though the word of God has failed, for not all who are descended from Israel belong to Israel. So basically you can have like, it's just like if you grew up with siblings, the Most High always is going to use like an example. It's rather there's a good example and there's a bad example. It's like you have a sibling one sibling will do the right thing and the other sibling will do the wrong thing. Take for instance Riley and Huey with Cain and Abel. Like Riley and Huey is like Cain and Abel, Esau and Jacob. You always have that one sibling who's gonna listen, and you have that one sibling who's not gonna listen. And that's why it says many are called but few are chosen. So you can listen to something, you can talk about something, or y'all can be grown, y'all can be raised up this literally the same morals, or in the same household and totally live two different lifestyles, bro. So, you know, even though it's like it says, not all kinfolk, not all skinfolk is kinfolk, because some people desire other things, and also ruckus desire other things, bro. And that's the thing. Whatever you desire, or whatever that person is going to go that way, you know. So, like it says, not all Israel is Israel, not all kinfolk is skinfolk. You know, not everybody is down for the cause, and that's the unfortunate part, because you want everybody to be down for the cause, but not everybody is going to be down for the cause. Fine dining.
Robert! Glad you made it, Robert. This is my grandson, Ed the Third.
How are you? What's up, y'all? What's good? So I understand you just got back from Iraq.
For real? Yo, what's it like?
What's it like? What I'm supposed to say to that? It was cool. There was bitches. Okay, there was bitches, but a lot of them had, you know, they was covered up in them curtains and stuff they be wearing. But I digress.
Hey, it was I see why Boondocks is canceled today, bro.
You know what that's like? Motherfuckers be like shooting, bombs blowing up, and you know the shit scared me. It scared the shit out of me. Matter of fact, I shit on myself over a dozen times and ran out of toilet paper after the second time. So you know what that meant, right? I had to use the thumb, man. It was kind of nasty.
Oh, nah, this nigga yapping.
The good thing about it was they stopped taking me out on patrol because my name became Snake Bomb. You know what I'm saying? Hey, little man. Like guns?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, let's get that drink.
And then even a little thing like that, bro. Proverbs 16 through 18 through 19. Jesus, my fault, says, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet make haste to run to evil. A false witness who breathes out lies, one who sows discord among brothers. Basically, that's like what happened here. Like, it's like Huey is like so done with Riley at sometimes, but then as the older, you know, brother, even though they're twins, I know he feels that like dang, like this hurts, you know, to see my brother walk in that way, you know. Like imagine in real life, even though it's all jokes and funny, but imagine your brother over here playing with guns, you know, at the age of like 10 11, I don't know, they young, bro. But and it sucks because it caused strife and not strife, but it puts a strain on relationship, because you see your brother doing something wrong, and it's like, dang, I'm tired of telling this nigga you need to listen, and the other one's like, bro, you don't understand, or I don't want to hear what you have to say. And that's sometimes where you have to change your approach for your peace of mind. Maybe sometimes you come with a softer tone. Maybe you be less of words, or you hear them out. Yeah, sometimes, bro, it hurts. And like it says, dust it off your feet. You know, dust it off your feet, and you just keep it pushing. You can't not say that I told you so. You know, that's not like we get all high and mighty and be like, oh, you know, I told you so. But you know, you stand in as a witness and be like, but brother, I told you, you know, this is how it's going to be.
See The Passion. It's a very important movie.
Couldn't see.
You talking about the Passion of the Christ?
Excuse me?
Come on, man. It's supposed to be all historically accurate, and they still have a white man playing Jesus? That's some old bullshit.
Young man, you speak so well.
They do. Look like we got us the winner of the Lucky Nigga of the Year award. They must think the sun shine out your ass.
Mr. Wansler's been very nice. Yes.
They must think you Sidney fucking Podiate. Well, I've been working for Mr. Wansler for 20 years. I ain't never got invited to the party. Shoot, he don't even let me use the front door. But you wouldn't know about that now, would you, Mr. Tibbs? Oh yeah, they must thank you.
Alcohol on the back of his neck, bro. Hot breath, nigga, bro.
Check this out.
Okay, give me a second, y'all. Proverbs 14, verse 30. A tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. And bro, it sure make that nigga ruckus rot, bro. That man is a rotten nigga, bro. He is a prime example of like trying to please men, pleasing men. And it talks about you can't be a follower of Christ if you seek to please men, because it says there's also a way that seems right to a man which leads to wickedness. And we have to be so sold out and so spiritually open to seek wisdom from the Most High, because as a man, we see that there's there's a way like literally right to us, but we always have to be yielded to the Most High's will and to His voice, so we are led by His rock, because we will become stuck in our ways. But as you see, like Ruckus seeks to please the quote unquote white man, because he wants that approval, and he's never going to get that approval, and Unc ain't never really gonna see that.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Isaiah the 5th chapter, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And as you see, bro, Riley and Ed, bro, they think guns and gunplay is fun. And you see people who we're so desensitized, bro, to today, bro, where we look at good, like where we look at like things that are bad, but we think they're but it's actually evil. Take for instance, bro, like how like the 20v1s, bro, like how we promote like sexual immorality, things like that, how we promote so many things, guns, gang violence, we in our songs and everything, we promote it, and we think that's how the way to live. And money, fast car, woman, being womanizers, things like that, being a shyster, things of that nature. We glorify those things, but we don't glorify we call morals, I guess the traditional households evil now in this day and age. And it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy.
I'm trying to explain to you that Ronald Reagan was the devil. Ronald Wilson Reagan? Each of his names has 6 letters. 666? Man, doesn't that offend you?
I love this kid.
Stop that. What are you doing?
And the thing about Riley is, Huey, is he wants the validation. He seeks the validation of what he's saying, because he knows he's right and he's onto something. And sometimes it can drive people so crazy. But the thing about Riley is he's saying this to the wrong people, bro. He's supposed to be saying it to his people, and that's unfortunate. He's not in the environment to say. He's in white suburbs. So that's the unfortunate part for Huey, because he wants people to be heard, and the people he lives with do not want him to be heard. But that's why he has people like Jasmine. It says one chase 1,000 and two chase 10,000, something like that. But you can find in people like that, it may be that one person for that one time, but it says two come together for, a greater good, to pass down this righteous, life, something like that. So, he has to look on the upside of that one person. It may be one person that you may talk to and you may, have deeper connections with, but he has to be content and okay with, not everybody's going to hear what I have to say. It saves a lot. It saves a lot of your breath, bro. But these people at these parties and don't want to hear what he has to say. They look at him as, entertainment. And that's how a lot of black people are looked at as, our entertainment, not as humans. We are looked at as entertainment. And it says, let your speech also be seasoned, be gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you ought to answer each person. And that's the thing. When you come nicely, when you come correct to people, Huey's a little bit more brash. He's very outspoken. And sometimes, and the thing is, bro, yes, bro, people, the white people have, did a number on our people, but not all of them, bro. Not all of them, gang. Not all of them have have done that, bro. It's just like our ancestors, bro. And it's just like okay, for instance, bro, you wouldn't say if your dad's a serial killer and say you heard all these things about your dad, and would you want to be compared to your dad? No. So it's the same thing with them, you know, be gracious to those, because bro, look, majority of, you know, some, you know, I'm not saying all there, but there is some, you know, white people out there, y'all, who are nice and who actually, you know, have a heart. So don't always charge them for what has been done in the past. Yes, look, like it says, vengeance is the Most High's. But for a majority of people, bro, be gracious, so you know how to answer any person. And it's like going railing with these white people and being racist or being being bigots. It ain't gonna help nothing but make you angry and you fit the stereotype. It's a lose-lose situation, and that's unfortunate. So why don't you know, be like, hey, you know, and like I said, it's gonna put hot coals on their head, whether if they're racist or not. You still be yourself. You still be nice. You still be of a good soul. You still be meek.
Having a good time, Robert?
It's
Come on, have a drink with me. You look nervous. Do I make you nervous, free man?
Nervous? No. I was just keeping an eye out for the boys. This is a lovely party.
The only joy I get from these parties is standing around telling mean-spirited jokes at other people's expense.
I do that too.
And it's crazy because Granddad, he probably doing that with his other fellow white, bro. So
his face,
even though you might be the prime suspect, he might be trying to get into his little inner circle. He's still probably doing it to you. Matthew 10 verses 14 through 16. If anyone will not receive you or listen to your words, shake off the dust from your feet, and when you leave the house of the town, truly I say to you, it will be more bearable on the day of judgment for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, that for that town. Behold, I am sending you out as a sheep in the midst of wolves. So be wise as a serpent and innocent as doves. Not everybody's gonna receive what you have to, what you're going to say, and you have to be okay with that,
He speaks so well. He's adorable.
Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Ow.
Nigga, if you ruin this party for me, I'll put my...
Ruin the party? They love me. These people aren't worried about us. They're not worried about anything. They're rich. No matter what happens, these people just keep applauding.
I want to sing y'all a brand new
They suck up so much air to make you wonder. Hold on.
Them new niggas over there. Sing along.
No, give me a second. No.
Don't trust them new niggas
Love
over
it.
there. Leaving they nigga essence in the air. Them
Give me a second, y'all.
nappy head niggas with the fingers on the trigger. Don't trust them
And the niggas over there.
Are you sure that vest will stop this shotgun?
Man, I'm like the Terminator in this vest.
And as you see, like, they're just pure entertainment, We're just pure entertainment, and now, it's unfortunate, like that's like, a stereotype in the black community that we're just entertainers, and it's like dance monkey dance, but that's how they look at us, and that's probably what Ed Winslow told him. Hey, I'm gonna invite some colored folk, and yeah, they're gonna do what they do best.
What, you don't believe me? Pull that trigger now!
You wanna play rough?
Okay.
Don't touch them big nostrils over yonder. They suck up so much air
It'll make you wonder. This is some different
side.
side.
Don't trust them new niggas with their spotty little nigga figures. Don't trust them new niggas.
Hey, the voice actor, I can't remember bro's name, and he played this a bit too well, bro. He played this a bit too well.
It's okay as long as they say it.
And it says it's so crazy, bro, because we're no better than the people who are oppress us and say that word, like I'm look, I try, when I say nigga, I mean like ignorance, but we are no better than the people who are oppress us or give us or are racist to us, because we do the same thing to each other. Look at Ruckus. Basically, Ruckus Ruckus is like, they're condoning Ruckus like being racist, and they're like, oh, he's racist? Oh, they have self-hate? Okay, cool. And sometimes somebody might take that, and then somebody is going to take that and go the whole extra mile. Oh, his people okay with him saying the N-word. I might be able to say it, you know. And that's how they look at it. It's like, hey, they don't care about, you know, what we say or what we do. They don't care. If they don't care, then why should you care what I say? And that's the crazy part. That's how they look at it. We condone so much negative things in the black community that we don't realize how detrimental it is. We are worse than our oppressors sometimes, bro. We are worse than the people who brought us on these slave ships.
Hello to my little friend.
What y'all looking at?
Fuck y'all looking at?
They think this is a show, like, exciting. Like, bro.
I'm sorry about the whole, you know, my grandson shooting your grandson out of the window thing. Are you mad?
In 30 years, that boy will be the president of the United States. And he'll still be a fucking idiot. Whew. Now, are we going to have that drink or what? Glad you were able to make it, Robert. To the old school.
To the old school.
I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, bro. And as always, turn on post notifications so you know when I post. As always, I know that was hefty, but hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want to continue this series, bro, and I will try to be more consistent with this one. But I love y'all, bro. Hope something was said. Yeah, and that's it. You know, I feel like I've dropped enough. I yapped enough. So I love y'all, and I see y'all when I see y'all, bro. Whoosh.